now tuned into the
Mr. Choo Show, Mr. Choo Show. You watching the Mr. Choo Show? Get your daily dose of post. The Mr. Choo Show, Mr. Choo Show. You watching the Mr. Choo Show? Get your daily dose of post. Hello, 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 and
welcome to another edition of the Mr. Chew Show, live right here. Hey, yo, we on Rumble going a little bit sooner than normal because I want to make sure that those who are everywhere around can have an opportunity to go ahead and jump on Rumble as soon as you get on here and you hear what is going on and know that it is officially going down tonight. But right now, it is 11 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. And I want to say thank you and welcome to episode number 173. Tonight, we have a special guest that's going to be here. And I want to make sure that you get an opportunity to listen around and see a lot of what is going on. I'm sure that this is going to be a great conversation because the guest tonight, and he holds a whole lot of seats and he wears a whole lot of hats in this city. And I want to be able to have an opportunity for you to be able to know what's going down tonight. So go ahead and hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are officially live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're on X and we're on Rumble tonight. Oh, and I can't leave out Restream. So y'all tell everybody to go ahead and get here right now. It is going to start off the invasion at 7:30 p.m. But right now, I got a few more bills that I need to go ahead and get paid. So y'all make sure y'all hit that share link and enjoy the music. Yeah, see, I wanted to do it this way so that
in the worst possible way.
Hey, it's an AOV.
Honey, you stood right by me, and that's how love is supposed to be.
Make no promises, cause neither you or I've been focusing. So I ride.
It is now 20 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. And no matter what social media platform you are tuned in right now, if you're not inside of the Rumble Room, I need you to get there right now. And I do need for you to share this link as well once you get inside the Rumble Room, so you can let everybody know that this is where you're at, and we'll be here for at least the next 1 hour and 40 minutes, because in the next 10 minutes, I got a special guest coming up for you. And then after that, 50 minutes after the hour, we're going to start a countdown. Unless the conversation gets a little bit deeper, we go a little bit deeper than, the normal small talk. Big promo, because, it's a lot to promote right now, because Drew is one of the people that's in my city that loves the city, and he has a lot going on, and he got a lot of solutions that he's providing, which is one of those things that I've always said around there, that we need more solutions rather than those who are pointing out the issue. So it is now currently 7:21 p.m. I'll be back about 7:25. I got a couple more bills to pay. Let a couple of more people know that we are officially live with the Mr. Choo Show. And I hope you've been enjoying the videos that we got. We got Fella Soul coming up next Wednesday to let you know a little bit on that R&B University. We got a lot of stuff that's going on next week as well. But I will not go any further without letting you know what is going to be going down tomorrow night too, because I got a special guest DJ on. Well, he's not going to be actually doing his due diligence, but we're going to be working on that a little bit later on. But tomorrow we're going to be, well, you see the picture. I'll be back in a second.
Get back, get back, get back, get back. This that, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. This that, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. This that, get back, get back, get back. It's a mother, back in on yourself, so get back, get back, get back, get back. This that, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. a big blessing. Been gone, taught me a lesson. Me and the fam out spinning good. Flexing around my neighborhood. My neck and wrist called a cold free. You would think of winter when a nigga sneeze.
Just to let you know, you are live right now officially on the Mr. Chew Show. And we do air this Monday through Friday. 7 o'clock p.m. is when we get started out with the Industry Mixer Countdown. And you know, we get a little bit of that hip-hop vibe up in the studio to get you comfortable in the Rumble Room or whichever one of the platforms that you are on right now. And again, salute to everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, Rumble, and I cannot leave out Restream. I want to give an extra special shout out to those that are in the Rumble Room right now. They used to be waiting, you know, normally I have them on the outside looking in on the Industry Mixer Countdown and all the platforms out here. But again, as I mentioned, we're always working on solutions and getting things out there popped out. Go ahead and get that off the screen. Not quite ready for the invasion yet. So, there we go. Pop that one on off and also go ahead and put this QR code up for you guys to go ahead and scan so you can get to the Rumble Room. If you look in the top left hand corner of the screen, you will see a QR code that shows where you can scan and go ahead and get inside of the Rumble Room. And I did just hear the alert to let me know that our guest is in the studio right now. So salute the guest and also salute to you for lending me your ears. And as I mentioned, just go back over the timeline so y'all can go ahead and put us on your calendars. We go live with the Mr. Chew Show Monday through Fridays. We do this every weekday at 7 o'clock p.m. You know, we are following the Muppet and Mr. podcast as well. So go ahead and make sure you look this up. You just said with all that. ACOstudios.llc is where you can get all the broadcasts that we have going on here at ACO Studios. And then also, just to let you know of our guests, as I mentioned, that we're going to be having on the Invasion, which goes down at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And let me go ahead and go on this website real quick. And let's see, today I got Drew Smith on the show. Tomorrow I will be saluting DJ Mix 10. And then, if those of you who are in Arkansas, I'm sure that y'all are well aware of my guy Jay, who's going to be here on Monday. He was the guy that was in that meme that was on Rick Ross, and they was talking bad about him because he was advertising his gifted hands. But as I can say, my guy been doing some big things, and we will be having a sit down for some small talking big promo with Jay on Monday. Then after that, on Tuesday, I got Helltown's finest, Ed Dolo, will be on the show as well. And then Wednesday, I got Fella Soul, who's going to be coming and checking out for R&B University. Thursday, I got Blue Strip Flip for Throw It Back Thursday. Then next Friday, I'm ready to go to lyrics already. Boy, I'll tell y'all about lyrics in a bit. I got 60 seconds to go ahead and get this started off, this invasion. But just wanted to let you know before the invasion starts off that next Friday we will be saluting two DJs, y'all, two DJs. And those DJs are DJ Il Nino. And I'm gonna have to give a salute to him right now, because I looked in there on Instagram and I do see that T Quest is joined in. Shout out to everybody out there. And I love how DJ Il Nino is ill, man. Everything that, like, all of this right here online, and to be able to do that, he gave me the inspiration to be able to look up how to go ahead and do it and make it do what it do. And then T Quessy is the R&B. Hell, well, I don't know her titles right now. Last time we spoke in regards to that, she was doing major things and making big moves. I'm sure she's moved on up in the chart of that. But enough with the talk. Without further ado, go ahead and get this music down. We have a special guest today in the building. Go ahead and get him on screen real quick. How you doing today, good sir?
Doing all right. What about you, Mr. Chu?
Bless. I appreciate you for stopping through, giving us a little bit of your time here for what we call small talk and big promo.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely. Now, starting off, just to let you and everyone know that when we have these small talks, it's merely about big promo. We talk about really, especially for the city, solutions, talking about different things like that. Artists, we have doctors, lawyers, they're just promoting the things that they have going on as well. I have no agenda. I have no questions written down, no cue cards, none of that. This is pure sit down for some small talk and big promo.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious. I want to start off just by hearing about your motivation. Why are you doing this? Why do you have a storefront down on Cherry Street and trying to you're putting in a lot of work. You went to the Arkansas Small Business event that we had at the college a couple of weeks ago. You're trying to do it right. So I want to hear about your story.
I feel how I love that. Well, I actually started in music a while ago. When I started DJing in '98, and it actually resonated from when I was actually in high school. And at my bus stop, it used to be kids sitting up on my porch and just. My dad had a nice system. I always like to get up in the morning and rock it out and play a lot of music while I'm getting ready for school. And I started getting up there, and it was loving the music. And one day, I always told him, if I ever miss the bus, I'm cutting this out. So one day, it only took one time of me missing the bus. And from that, I just really realized how strong music is. And my main motivation is to make it so that artists or whoever can actually know that there is means of being and remaining independent. And, it's just a matter of believing in yourself. I had a record label that I built for an artist, and that actually allowed for me to get a little bit of knowledge in the music industry. Well, after I graduated from Arkansas State, I moved to Nashville for a while, and unbeknownst to me, and I didn't know this till years after. I was like down the street from the music library that's there in Nashville. So I used to go there every day, read a couple of, take, you know, check out a couple of books, read them, give a few things on there, and I got more into the music after DJing and really realized that it is powerful. Now coming back home, well, one of the things that I realized that and what I want to build and building is what I consider the Walmart of entertainment. It's a place that an
Mm.
artist can actually come and be able to, with lyrics that they have, leave with the knowledge, the resources, and everything that they can have in order to be able to be that artist. And that's why I've always asked you about, hey, that record, you got a studio over there in Gis? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Those, because I know that I can't do it by myself. And one
Right.
of the things that I do know, kind of like with Nashville and with Jonesboro, when I went to college, that was an opportunity for me to actually see how cities can build off of entertainment.
Right.
And one of the things that I fought with was this idea that I have doing it somewhere else. All these other places are already built. They already have what their establishment.
Right.
So I've helped some get a little bit way. Those other stories about Jonesboro, I got plenty of those. I'm not gonna take all the time because I do want to hear about you. I'm gonna get on you in a second. But I do appreciate the opportunity,
Yeah.
for even getting this out because I have not been asked the question. And so, long story short, I moved back home and there's always a lot of talent here. Like I mentioned, next Tuesday I have Ed Dolo on the show. He's from here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
And
know.
there's a lot of things like that. So um, I, I wanted to make sure that I had a platform for myself, not just for DJing, but for a little bit more than that. And I mean, mainly DJing as well because I love to do that. And I wondered, there was no way for me to preach independence for artists if I'm always out there looking for a gig. So I mean, that's the
Right.
same as me working for someone else. So once, and I mentioned in this show as well, DJ Il Nino, which I'm gonna be saluting him and his. I'm not sure of the relationship right now. We'll find that out next Friday. But he actually with the Fleet DJs and how they did things online made me develop the ideal of this platform because I've done the Mr. Chu show. I started this. I want to say actually about 10, 12 years ago when YouTube first started off.
Oh
But
wow.
it wasn't the same type of access and platforms and different things like that. Now it's monetized. You can monetize things now.
Right.
Long story short on how Google did things and that made it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just put it out there. Google shut me down my website, which was MrChew.com, down years ago because I was doing the very thing that people are doing on platforms now. Hey, go check out my sponsors. They're on the website. Go click on it, look at them, check it out, shop, do all that.
Right.
So I finally got an opportunity to be able to get amongst other DJs that were doing different things online. And hey, I now have 3 broadcasts that we're doing here. And these are studios that they call it. They call studios. And our motto is transforming dreams into reality.
I love it.
And with my platform on the, if you see the side where the booth, the TV is at up there, that's where I'm doing the Mr. Chu show at.
Right.
The side where the green screen, that's where Muppet and I do Muppet and Mr. And then on the inside on Saturdays we have an open mic, and it's just poetry, spoken words, lip singing, karaoke, all the above. Just a platform so that artists as well can come in and craft themselves. You get
Yeah.
an opportunity to sing and get in front of a crowd, get in front of a veteran DJ, get opinions of that. Now,
I love it.
this is a great way for me to actually segue over to Delta Magic because I do love the magic that happens, and I'm seeing from yourself that is going on. Is there anything that's going on that the community should be aware of?
Man, well, first of all, thank you for telling me about your story. I went to
Thank
A
you.
State too, so I was up in Jonesboro for a while.
What year?
Uh, I was there from '09 to 15.
Okay. I was there from 98 to 2004.
Okay. Yeah, it's changed a little bit since then.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, we got a lot that's just right there on the corner. Like, I'm about to be able to share this really big piece of news with everybody. But I'll say
Too
the
early to
simplest
share
way,
now? Too early? Too
man,
early for an exclusive?
I can share a little bit. Um, from the college, we are expanding. We've got the basketball program going. Kevin Martin's doing a great job with athletic director and expanding with basketball. And we found that we re-
Could you link him up with? Because I would love to have him on the show as well. My positive.
yeah, I'll connect you. Yeah, Kevin's great. He'd be a great person to have on. Um, we found the need that to have student housing. We've got we've got athletes coming from all over the country to play here, and we needed a place to put them, and so we are going forward with student housing. And I can't say everything about what that looks like yet, but we're gonna have. So if you go to PC, you'll have the chance pretty soon to apply for student housing and live in some dorms and have a real college experience.
Well,
And then we're trying to get what's
go
that?
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
and then we're trying to get a university center on our campus too, which means that you can get a 4-year degree without having to leave Helen. And so
Oh,
pretty soon you'll be able to live in a dorm. So you don't have to stay at your family's house anymore when you go to school. Live in a dorm and get a 4-year degree. We'll be able to recruit people in from outside of the community, but we can also keep people in here that are from the community. And so we're building a pretty big plan right now of trying to make sure that the community has a real future. Because I mean, without the community, we don't have the college. And
we are the hub of this side, right?
yeah,
It's
and so
definitely.
I mean, we've got some big things coming that I've been working on really hard for the past year, and I'm really excited to be able to share it pretty soon. It's going to change a lot, man. It's going to change a lot. But
Okay,
aside
wait.
from that, yeah,
Is there any way that, and I'm throwing a little exclusive out there too, and knock on wood, by the time it would either, well, I'm just going to ask if you could make that announcement either on the Mr. Chu show here, or on when I'm getting on the radio soon. We're working on that, so I'm going to be having the same opportunity to invite people in the community out to make announcements and have these type of things.
yeah.
Is
I'll
there
tell you
any
what.
way
You'll be the first place where I make the announcement.
so,
I'll tell you when I'm ready to make the announcement, and we'll schedule that.
and
And
if there's anything in the meantime that I can do to help out, I say, I'm here
oh,
for the exposure. A lot of what you actually experienced in Jonesboro, I don't brag or boast a lot, but I was very helpful in it happening because I was
hmm,
an intern under the athletic director, and
really?
from the things that we were doing with the Click Enterprises doing our events there, and
Yeah,
they used to come in and arrange so that when the kids had something to do, it was around the time where we were doing our events so that we can show them a good time at Arkansas State, and then we got those
wow,
champions in there, and hey, from them to the chief of police doing our events to us dealing with the mayor and stuff, and actually building a network so that it could all work together. Because with that, we do need entertainment. That's one of the major
right,
things that I've been saying. A
yeah,
tourist town and a retirement town needs entertainment to succeed.
right. No,
Now, is there?
you have to have entertainment. You have to have jobs, and you have to have education. And then I'll talk about the education piece because I'm on the school board. I work at the college. Uh, I have good relationships with every school right now, and I feel really good about the future of education here. I mean, Central or Helena West Helena schools just had the highest percentage of teachers that got a raise, a bonus, because of their performance. Yeah, they had the highest out of all of the surrounding schools. So I mean, we are growing, we are getting better, we are improving, and there's no reason to feel like things are getting worse. Things are getting better. I can prove it to you. At the college, we have basketball coming. People, recruits from all over the country have come here to play, and we're renovating that gym, so it's going to be a really nice experience. But at the college too, we're growing. The college enrollment has grown every single semester for the last 3 semesters. And it's growing. The students are graduating, over 50% of them, which is better than a 4-year college. So I mean, people are doing well, and things are getting better. We just have to expect it to get better. If we don't expect it to get better,
You never
then
will, no matter
you
how
never
good
will.
it gets. No
Exactly.
matter how good it gets, you're gonna be thinking something negative in regards.
And it's not just about believing; it's about really
Doing
expecting.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
expecting it, saying, I'm going to put in some work because I expect it's going to get better. I'm going to invest in this property because I expect it's going to get better. I'm gonna vote because I expect it's going to get better here.
And in
As
my
long as
case,
we,
I know I didn't mean to cut you off. One
oh,
of the
that's right.
things it helps me out too, and one of the things, and the reason why I say that is because what my goal and mission is as well is to show the artists that are here, have them living in that, in the realm, in their culture, in their, not just to say, hey, I'm a this thug or I'm a this. If you're a entertainer, it's about being able to go, like if you're living in Nashville, I'm bowling one night, and next thing you know, I'm looking on the TV, and the guy that was just next to me was on TV at the Country Music Award, and I'm like, wow. So if we can have people that are here that are wanting to be artists, not just in music, but
Right.
artwork, and they can believe in themselves because, hey, I'm working on everything that I did, and when this show goes and does what it needs to do, it can be on one of those Ricky Smiley levels and all of that. And that's the way of us bringing Helena in there.
Right. Well, speaking of art, Thrive's got a really great art program going right now. They have the art department from the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. They're down here and they're doing a design
It's a
camp.
summer camp or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a summer camp for youth, but they've got, it's not just, I mean, Thrive, they know what they're doing, but they also brought in folks from Fayetteville who are graduate level art students that are working with them. I mean, really providing some really good quality experiences with them. And tomorrow night they have their student show at 5 p.m. over at the Thrive building, and so I'll be going to that. You've got Candace and the Delta Cultural Center doing their camp right now with youth, and that's they do a lot of art stuff over there. You've got a lot of good artists in the community. You've got Arkansas ADAP, Arkansas something art partnership. Um, you have a lot of good artists in the community. Over across from you at GIS, we're in the process of doing architectural studies and designs for it so that we can really do that building right. We've got a partnership with a producer in Nashville to put in a recording studio as soon as we're ready for it.
Hold on, could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? The
Yeah,
last one about the record, the studio from where? From where? I
yeah.
was
So
like, I just like that.
GIS Music right across the street from you. We have where that building needs a lot of work. It needs a new roof. It's got water coming in through the basement. So we're in the process of doing all these architectural studies on it. But once we're done with that part, we have a partnership with a nonprofit and a music producer in Nashville to put in a recording studio. And so as soon as we get that recording studio, we'll be able to actually, I mean, do professional recording in there. And uh, I will definitely be getting you in there without a doubt. We'll need some help.
I'm glad you said. Almost every question that I was about to ask, And even that statement of me just getting ready to say that I was going to ask, how could I help out in that. You you already answered those and already done even made that statement because
Oh
I would
yeah,
be more than willing to help out. And I do have a few people that are have been either on the show or have been in contact with here, and we will if we can get whatever going with the work. I'm willing to help do as much as I can to make it go because all of this comes together. Once
oh
we
yeah,
get everything here from the Delta Q and Brew to the Delta Dirt Distillery to the uh, what is that? The ice cream place, yoga,
cherry on top.
burners,
Yeah,
yes. From
right.
all of these working together, and I believe it's supposed to be soon a pizza place down here. So we're
Yeah,
just spilling a few secrets that a lot of technically they're not secrets if people just wanted to open their eyes up and look and see what's going on,
right.
because it's definitely a big difference of what's going on now.
Oh yeah.
Before we go any further, would you let them know how they can contact you if anyone would like to help out or if they need your help or anything out there? Would you let them know how they can reach you?
Yeah, for sure. Well, you can obviously you can find me on Facebook. You can also find Delta Magic on Facebook. You can email me, uh, Drew at deltamagic.org. You can find me at the college. Um, I'm at most community events. You can email Delta Magic. Go to the Delta Magic website, and we have a contact email on there and a contact form. So lots of ways to find me. If you're not seeing me out anywhere, then it's because you're not getting out anywhere.
Uh, right. You definitely said a mouthful with that one because and if you're not patient, you might not even be able to get a chance to have a conversation because you are definitely always networking. I give you that. Salute to you and the hard work that you're doing with that part of it. Now,
I appreciate it.
I got a question for you. What made you
Yeah,
decide to come back home and do what you're doing now? What gave you that motivation?
yeah. Good question. So I was living in San Francisco, and I was teaching out there, and I was doing community work, community development, and the I loved it. I loved the work that I was doing. I was living in Bayview, Hunters Point, and sorry, the dog's going crazy. And it was it was fun work. I really liked the everything I was learning. I liked the networking. I liked being able to connect resources into the school for my students and see the changes, see the impact it made. But I knew that San Francisco wasn't my home, and I was never going to have real roots there. And so I wanted to do it somewhere. I wanted to do that same work somewhere where I had roots, where it was meaningful for me. And I mean, even when I was in high school, I was working for the Kellogg Foundation and trying to make plans. I mean, this is crazy, but the Kellogg Foundation hired me and James Valley's daughter and a few other people from here and told us, all right, imagine that money is no object. Imagine that you have infinite amount of money. Create a plan for the Delta that's going to change everything. And we worked on that for 2 years. We gave them a plan, and then they did nothing with it, and they just left. And that was like my introduction to community development work. And so I wanted to do something that was going to be different. I wanted to come here and make a real impact and really give people, particularly young people, that experience that I really wish that I had had when I was in high school.
I love that. That that actually brings me to something that I went through when I was starting a master's degree in ASU, and the question for me was kind of the same. What would you do if you could go back to your hometown and do something? And I wrote a paper on it. We called Helena, West Helena, a highly motivated city. And at the time, I had my recording label, which was highly motivated. And in that paper, and that's where the concept of me coming up with the Walmart of music is what I was
Right.
it was going. That was my motivation then because I was only in the music part of it, doing DJing and having artists that I was dealing with. So, once I got with my wife and we started doing this and moving a little bit forward, that's when it became the Walmart of entertainment. Because nowadays it's not just about the music. You do have platforms like these, and
Right.
you have platforms like Rumble, which I'm broadcasting on now. And at 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing 60 minutes of music. Shameless plug right there, real quick. But
Yeah, go
this
for
is
it. Good show.
this is a platform that is actually allowing content creators from the moment you sign up to be able to get paid to do these type of things.
Yeah.
And one of the hardest things in my journey is finances, is money from when I started up until now. Because the dreams that I have are much bigger than my bank account. So that's one of
Right.
those the things that I have been working with to just build up and get to a point to where when the universe catches up with me or I catch up with the universe, everything that we have is going to be coming together. And one thing that I can actually say, that thing that they left away from, that may have been a gift
Right.
because it may not have been the same way you wanted and you and the group wanted it to be. And
Right.
that could be that opportunity that not just you but those who are here with you can be able to accomplish too. And hey,
Yeah.
that will be all part of the Walmart of entertainment too, because
You're right.
what you're building over there is helping out because I don't want to have a studio. When I was running my label, I just imagine a person with I have my artist. He record in my apartment. When he finished recording, I print the CDs, I print the covers, put them in a jewel case. I'm putting a plastic over them. I'm shipping them out, putting them on CD
Wow.
Baby, doing all this other stuff. I'm
Yeah.
creating the ads for them. I'm doing the artwork for all of this, and so
Wow.
I don't want to do all of that. I'm
Right.
capable of doing it, but it makes the process slower. So if there's a
Right.
lot of people that are doing a different thing, I can do what I do best, which is have conversations with people like yourself, with a little bit of small talk and big promo.
Right.
Now, last question. What's that young man or woman's name back there that was speaking to us earlier? Barkley in the roof phone. What's your dog
Where?
name? What's your
Oh, the
dog name?
dog. My dog.
Hmm.
Honey. Come here. This is Honey. Yeah.
Hey,
This is.
honey.
This is my ride or die over here.
Already.
But I do want to tell you. I do want to tell you before I get off. I love the Walmart idea. I mean, I think so when I first moved back, there's somebody here who was really influential, had a big time job in charge of doing some really important things here in the city. And he told me that nobody here is trying anything, nobody here is doing anything, and that he was here to save Helena. Now, he had only been here for a year, but in that year he hadn't met anybody. He hadn't looked for anybody that was doing things. I mean, you and I know that there are a lot of people here that are doing good things here every
Right.
day, you
Every
included,
day. Every
every day.
day.
And he didn't see any of them. And so, what I want to do with Delta Magic and what you're doing with your brand and your studio is highlighting those good things, those people that you need to know about, because those are the people that are moving this city, and we need to have those people connected to the resources. We need to make sure that when people come in looking for the movers and shakers, they find them, because otherwise they
Absolutely.
just keep talking to the same people and then they leave.
And then start hearing the same hearsay and believing the hearsay and not
Exactly.
hearing it from the right sage.
Right. Exactly. So I
But
love what you're doing.
I appreciate that. And again, back at you. I love what you're doing as well. That's motivation. And if I wasn't able to see others as well doing it, that will that wouldn't keep me. Well, I'm gonna have to stop saying motivated because I need to. My whole thing is to get back highly motivated. One of the highly motivated was a dual meaning, not just for the label, but for a mode of a mindset. You could be
Right.
motivated to do something, but if something happens, that you're gonna lose that motivation. If you're highly motivated, you lose a little bit of some little pep, you still motivated.
Still motivated. I
Absolutely.
like that. I'm gonna
Is
keep
there,
that.
is there anything else that you would like to add for the last? I got about 2 minutes left, or we can go a little bit longer if you have any more that you wanted to add in there to it, because I'm definitely enjoying this conversation.
No, I'll be back probably in about a month. I'll be back ready to share
Already.
some things.
Already. Well, Drew, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate your time and also your motivation. I'm gonna throw that out there to you because the more I
I,
see you grind, if you let me know, I'm like, okay, I'm not grinding hard, because I'm trying to speak, and I was trying to speak to you at the convention, but you was, like I said, every time I got ready to get up, you was having a conversation. So I'm like, yeah, okay,
hey, don't
I
be
got to
afraid.
grind.
Don't be afraid to interrupt. I mean, I always talk to a fellow Hellenian before I talk to one of those Little Rock big shots. All right, you got
I
to
can
always.
dig that. I can dig that. But Drew, I appreciate you for coming out, and I look forward to that month from now and for the announcement. And like I said, anytime you do need me, reach out, interrupt
Thanks.
me whenever you need.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Now, to everybody else that is out there, we got roughly about 60 seconds left before we go ahead and get the Mr. Shoe Show started off tonight. So, y'all, I do want to go ahead and invite you. If you're outside of the Rumble Room, go ahead, scan the QR code right there. Hold on, let me put the other one on the screen so you can get directly to it. 60 minutes of music. And it starts when I get the thing set up. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until tomorrow, those who are not going to take part in the music, you're missing out. But we'll see y'all